Alright, and here's a review for the Silent Hill Shattered Memories LP. Now, Shattered Memories has been given a lot of grief over since its release because of its not being faithful to the original Silent Hill series. Namely, the fact you have to run from the monsters instead of actually fighting them. Now, while I kind of agree with that aspect, it does give the game an interesting aspect. Because normally when you do play Silent Hill, you are running from the monsters because you're low on ammo, or you don't have a weapon that can damage them enough, or you just don't want to fight them. So the sticklers that claim it's, not like the other Silent Hills is just nitpicking, really. Um, the storyline's really interesting, especially how the game changes based off of your choices. Um, the storyline I'd give at least a 8.5 out of 10 because there are some inconsistencies that appear in the story that well, not really inconsistencies, it's mostly dialogue changes between one scenario to another that makes the storyline a little inconsistent. Like, for example, when you're walking with Lisa to her apartment, she randomly out of nowhere asks Harry about his daughter. He never once mentioned he had a daughter. But if you get a different set of dialogue from her, he will mention that he has a daughter or something. Graphic-wise, I'd actually give it a 9.5 out of 10. The reason why I do this is not because, it's so realistic and whatnot. Well, kind of, actually. But it's not, it's really, 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 really good graphics that you can tell they put a lot of work behind. What it is, for me, is the imperfections that they show. I mean, Harry's not handsome. He's ugly. So is Dr. Kaufman, Cheryl, Dahlia. Dear God, she's ugly at points. And Sybil is not a sexy cop. Now, if any other game company took up the game series, they probably would have made Sybil, a sexy cop, or Harry a handsome man that's, misunderstood or something. And I kind of like the fact that they went to the detail of actually making them look like real people. Facial imperfections and so on and so forth. So I give the graphics a 9.5 out of 10 because of that. It adds a sense of realism to it. Gameplay. There are some issues with the Wii, mostly the sensor bar thing. You go too far to one side, all of a sudden Harry's looking up to the upper right-hand corner and turning in a circle. So it's a little complicated to get used to at first, but once you do, it's really simple. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Just because the little issue with the sensor bar, and that's mostly the system, not the game itself. So, what else is there? Audio. The music is really awesome, in my opinion. I give it actually a 8 out of 10 because it's the same music over and over again, basically. They could have, come up with more songs for it. What else is there? Overall, I'd give the game a 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend you go out and buy yourself a copy of it, have your own story, and the game does have a lot of replay value because, depending on your answers, everything changes. The physical appearance of Harry at certain points in the story, Sybil's physical appearance and personality changes, Harry's personality changes. But the only thing that doesn't change is Dr. Kaufman. And that's it. And the basic layout of the place, but you could actually choose different routes to get to different places. If I'd have to fault the changing scenarios concept for anything, it'd be the bar. I have yet to find out how to get into the frickin' bar, so I've never seen the cutscene inside of there. So, if anyone knows how to do it, please tell me. I'm curious. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this LP and this review, and I shall see you in the next LP. Bye.